Unit 3 Examination Practice. And you know what examination practice means. It means we are revising everything we've learned in Unit 3. And for that reason, if you haven't watched the previous videos, please do. A. Choose the word or phrase that most appropriately completes the sentence. Most appropriate means most suitable to complete the sentence. Fatty, his brother, he accused his brother, blamed him, charged his brother, shouted his brother for missing their flight. They missed the flight to Rome. He blamed him. When you blame someone, you say that he or she is responsible for something that happened. Accuse and charge are related to crimes. There is no crime in missing a flight. He blamed him. 2. The robbers made their runaway, entrance, getaway, or exit. Now, getaway and runaway can be confusing, so I want you to pay attention. When you run away, you escape from a situation or from home without the intention of coming back, and no crime has to be involved. Getaway is especially used when somebody tries to leave a place after committing a crime. So the answer here is getaway. 3. The police officer resisted, arrested, seized, or robbed. When you resist, you try to stop something from happening using force. The criminal's gun. We're talking about the gun, not the criminal. The police officer arrested the criminal, but he seized his gun. Seized means grabbed, which means you take something quickly and violently, using force. 4. The mystery of Stonehenge is still to this day important, impossible, unsuitable, inexplicable. Inexplicable means cannot be explained. It's a mystery. It can't be explained. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument in England. 5. The thieves. Thieves is plural for thief. One thief, two thieves. With €1,000,000, they made off, they went through, they held up, they made up. Made off is the past of make off, which means got away, the past of get away. It's the same thing. They got away with €1,000,000. 6. He couldn't decide on, make off, pick out, or go through with the deal, so he cancelled it at the last minute. When you go through with something, that means you continue doing it, or you start doing it, even though it might be a little difficult. So he couldn't do it, so he backed down. 7. Charles Limber's baby was stolen, burgled, kidnapped, or robbed from his home. Kidnapped. Kidnap is when you steal a human being. 8. Ghafar's parents encouraged him or prevented him, arranged him, offered him to go out with his friends. They encouraged. When you encouraged, you support an idea or you motivate. B. Read the text below and complete the gaps. Use only one word in each gap. The story of Frank Abagnale Jr. This is Frank Abagnale, who is a former means he was in the past, a fraud artist. Fraud is when you deceive people, lie to people in order to gain something, who was able to cheat banks. In 26 countries, out of $2.5 million, that's a lot. He was born in New York in 1948, and he is still alive today. And by the time he was 19, he pretended to be a doctor. He had pretended. When you pretend, you show that you are something when you are actually something else. A pilot, a teacher, and even a lawyer. Lawyer is someone who gives legal advice and presents people in court. He wasn't any of these things, but he was able to lie to people, deceive people. During his time as a doctor, which continued for only 10 days, he was able to perform minor duties, small work, by letting the medical students handle most of the cases. A medical case means dealing with patients. Most of the cases, so if someone comes with a minor illness, not very sick, he would deal with him or her. But if someone came with a serious illness, he would let medical students deal with him or her. Pretending to be an airline pilot, he flew over 1 million miles on over 250 flights to 26 countries. And he could fly, eat, and sleep for free without paying. Why? Because people thought that he was a pilot. All this before he was even 18 years old. Can you believe it? He was a boy. He was eventually, in the end, caught, arrested by the police in 1969, and was set free, released less than 5 years later. On the condition, that means there was something that he must do. That he would help the government, the police, fight fraud, people who deceive people, without pay. Why? Because he was a fraud artist. He was the expert. He knew a lot about fraud, and the police thought that maybe this man is the one to help. It has been said that he finally opened up legal business, became a millionaire, and that he now lives a quiet life with his wife and 3 sons. Thank you for watching this video. If you like it, please share it with friends. I'll see you again next time, inshallah. Goodbye.